so I got my order from Peecock products the other day, so I just thought I'd give you like a quick review of it. It won't be that in depth because I haven't actually properly worn it. I just thought I'd do like a quick first impressions type thing. Yes, there will be penises. I bought the 4.5-inch Generation 2 Peecock in light beige, and this is it. Like, people moan that it's not realistic. The detailing is not bad. Like, it's got veins and all that in. People really complain about the balls, but I'm not that bothered by them. It's like, yeah, they're not the most realistic things in the world, and they are quite solid, but I think they're only as solid compared to how sort of flexible and soft the rest of it is. Like, this is pretty easy to squish and all this, it collapses up pretty easy. It's just, this is just a solid lump. I couldn't imagine packing with anything larger than the 4.5-inch. Like, I struggle to know what to do with it. It wants to go down my leg, it doesn't feel right like this, and a lot of people pack it up like that, but that just makes me cringe. It just doesn't seem right. I've peed with it, which was why I bought this really, was so I could pee with it. Because I can't really pee at work when because I work on the railway. I'm out on the track most of the time, and while I'm out there, all the other guys will just go out, whip their dicks out and have a piss, and I can't do that. Well, I couldn't without this. So it can get quite difficult sometimes. Like Friday, when I was at work, we were called out on a fault. I was supposed to be at work from 7 until 3. We were called out on a fault at probably about 12 o'clock after being out doing other maintenance since about 8 o'clock. It was 10 to 6 by the time I got back, which was 11 hours since I started work. And obviously I don't like go to the toilet in the first hour because there's no point. I've been to the toilet when I've been at home. So that was like 11 hours of that piss, and it was quite uncomfortable. I was going to stay on and work out what was wrong with this, you know, I wanted to know the answer, but I just couldn't not go for a piss any longer. So hopefully this means that I will be able to do more work. Productivity. I've used it at home. I wore it all day yesterday at home. I don't think I made any accidents. I've had one accident with it so far, I think, and that was the first time I tried peeing fully clothed, and I had my tracksuit on, and I think I just didn't push down the front of it far enough. It's just stuff like that. I want to have the mistakes at home before I go out and piss on myself, and then I've got wet boxers for the rest of the day, and that'll be shit, and I'll stink of piss, and nah. Yeah, pissing is easier than I thought it would be. Like, it sits on me like this sort of thing, so I really just need to just like pull the dick out. And I sort of push the balls back a little bit because I've heard of other people doing it. I don't know what would happen if I didn't do that. I haven't tried. So yeah, it's pretty easy. The worst thing I have that would make it obvious that it's not flesh would be that I have a tendency to sort of do a little squat when I'm trying to position it, and I need to stop doing that. That's like the only thing, and possibly waiting too long to see if it stopped coming out the end, which I think I just need to get better at. You've got to sort of like tip it up a little bit because it tries to pull in here, so just need to get used to just flicking that up a bit more. That's probably about it, and there's only a few drops that come out anyway. So the other part of it is the play. So this is the erection rod thingy, and that goes in there, and you have a fairly unhappy but it's an erect penis. It does feel actually pretty real from what I'd imagine a penis to feel like. The head's still squishy. That's good because that means that the rod can't come out and hurt your partner. This bit on the end, if I just get that off, is the pleasure kit. I wouldn't really call it as a kit, it's a piece of silicone, rubbery thing. I'm not entirely sure which way this is supposed to go up. I'm not entirely sure if it works. I have tried it. It was a bit better than using just like a normal strap-on thing, but I don't really I can't really say that it works. But that said, it is worth it for $15. I don't know what that is in English. I never bothered to translate that. $15, it might work for you. It's probably worth getting. Obviously, changes when I go on tea, so it may one day work better for me. And that just sort of clips on there. I think it'd probably make it more comfortable. I also got 2 harnesses with it. This is the one that I thought would work best. It's a new one for them. It's the Miracle G-strap. So I'll just put it in. I have some issues with this. I've emailed them about it and I'm waiting on a reply. I like the idea that when it's sat at you, there's, you know, the balls are uncovered, it looks pretty real, you know, there's minimal amount of stuff showing. However, because of this piece of elastic around the balls here, when it's sat on you, it has a tendency to sort of buckle like this, which obviously is quite hard to pee into. So that's a problem. And then if you use it for sex, I don't think it is recommended for sex, but I'm not buying a separate harness to use for sex because what is the point of having a 3-in-1 packer? Yeah, a couple of times the whole thing did just pop out like that, which was quite annoying. I think it did that once during the day as well. And the other issue I've had, sort of the main reason I emailed them, because I just think it's pretty crap, is that the stitching has come apart here on the waistband. It's quite hard to get to show up in a picture, but yeah, it's just like it's come through. And it's done that somewhere on the other side as well. I'm not overly impressed with this one, but I might be able to find a way to make it work, or if I can't, then I don't know. It's a harness. It's not the best. I wouldn't recommend it, and obviously because it's a G-strap, it's like a thong that does go at your ass crack. Just be warned. So the other one I've got, which does seem to have pretty good recommendations, and I agree, is the jock. So it's fairly like a normal jock strap. These don't go up your crack, these go across your arse, and it sits like that. Yeah, it sits like that. It stays against you pretty naturally. You don't need to adjust that much. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I have got these in the size down. I think I did it by accident. I'm just used to clicking the smaller size. But that works pretty well for me. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm pretty happy with it. It does collect a little bit of dirt and dust. I'm not sure if you can see. Can I make this focus? No. But yeah, if you can see, there's a little bit of black fluff stuck to it. I don't think you can. But yeah, it's nowhere near as bad as the Mr. Limping. It comes packaged in a bag. It has the Peecock Products logo on it. I'm not sure why you'd ever want to use this, but it has a bag. And in there, yeah, all the bits are in there, so you couldn't really see what it was. It came in a plain brown cardboard box. I don't have it anymore. On the front of it, it said something like silicone toy, novelty toy, something like that. And then jock underwear. It was opened by customs. No, it was claimed that it was damaged before arrival into the UK. I think someone got nosy at what this toy and jock underwear was, but like I don't see the postman, so it doesn't bother me. You do need to use condoms with it. It comes with a condom, which I don't have anymore, obviously. So yeah, it was just a regular bog standard condom, lubed, usual thing. If you are using condoms with it, which you should be, then you need to get the ones with water-based lube in, which is most of them. Most like silicone things, latex can't tolerate silicone. Sorry, most latex things can't tolerate silicone lube. So most condoms are fine. If you've got a latex allergy, you need to be careful with that one. I'll just show you condoms. Condoms, like things like these are fine. I got these from Tesco's. They are, I couldn't believe this, they're 2 for £3 and they're in the little security boxes so you can't nick them. Not that I was going to, but it was just weird that something for £2 was in a security box. Yeah, these are just the first ones I grabbed because I didn't want to be loitering. But these are stupidly expensive, and if you don't want to go to like a family planning place to buy them, on Amazon they are selling 144 for like £13, which works out ridiculously cheap when these are like 50p a condom. So yeah, go on Amazon. The expiry date is 2018, so yeah, they'll keep. And yeah, these are actually made by the same people as these, but they're just ridiculously cheaper, and they're just as good. And the ribbons and dots are actually the cheapest of them, and they're all water-based loops. So yeah, if you're not sure about condoms, Basante are fine. Safe sex. You do want to use a condom with it because you're pissing out of it, and like even if you're in a completely monogamous relationship, you don't really want your piss getting into your partner. Not fun. The only other things to say about the size, like I mentioned it before, fairly large. This is my old packer, so yeah, you can kind of see the size difference there. And the colour I'm pretty happy with. It's a bit redder than me, less so like on my thighs, but I was worried about it being a bit too red. I was actually worried about it being a bit too pale, but if anything it's too red. And the only defect I can see on it really is that little bit there. It looks like a freckle, but I'm not freckled, so it's slightly weird. But that is literally it. I'm pretty happy with it. Oh, and it came with some lube. Lube is cool. See, it's water soluble. Yes, lube, good. Penis, good. It's all good. Yeah, ask me questions about it because I've just rambled for 15 minutes and I'm probably trying to cut this down. So yeah, anything you want to ask about me or my Mr. Olympia extra small or my Peecock 4.5 or condoms or lube or anything, just like send me a message or something. Okay, see you next week or whenever I next video. Bye.